Hey, what's going on, y'all? Um, so I'm sorry I didn't post this last night. Just when I got out of work, I had to go do some things with my daughter and come back to the house. I was tired, got something to eat, showered, went to bed. So I didn't get a chance to make a video last night. But this was from yesterday activity. Um, it was actually a pretty busy Sunday, to be quite honest with you. I didn't really get a chance to really dash throughout the week too much. I Up until yesterday, I had 14 hours in, so I just had a lot of stuff going on this week. You know, both with my full time job and then personal stuff going on. So, yeah, I didn't get a chance to dash. But yesterday, I went out and dashed for like 8.5 hours. So, it's gonna make a quick video while I'm waiting for my wife to get ready. So, got this first order right here. I declined it, as you can see. 375, no tips, 2.3 miles, IHOP. I really hate declining the first order that comes in, but I'm not going to take garbage. And I have a little wiggle room because I was building up my AR. So I have some room to decline orders. So yeah, I did not take this. And then I get this order, right? Now, this order is a little weird. Okay, it's $9. It's a stacked order. Subway, Einstein, $7 in tips, 3.7 miles. So I'm on paper, it looks good, right? Dollar to mile ratio, $9 for 3 miles, a little over three. But the Subway and Einstein is literally right next to each other. Like they're like besties. That's how close they are. So I went to Subway, right, and I picked up this. I went to go pick up this order. So as soon as I get in there, the sandwich is made, but the cashier or the lady working behind the counter, she was like, if you want to message the customer and let them know we don't have the Doritos, we can sub any other chip. I was like, okay, cool. So they were pretty responsive. I text them. They text right away. They said, okay, if you can do the Sun Chips, but in the orange bag. But they didn't have that neither. They only had the Sun Chips in the red bag. And so I messaged the customer. I said, hey, man, sorry again, but they don't have the Doritos and they don't have the Sun Chips in the orange bag. I can give you the Sun Chips in the red bag or another chip or maybe some cookies or something. And he responded, he's like, well, I only eat those Sun Chips and I only eat, those Doritos. So how about we skip the chips? Maybe I can get a drink. Bet. Well, what do you want? So they wanted a sweet tea. I said, okay. And I always pick up a lot of sweet tea when I do like Raising Cane's. So I know customers are very particular. Either they want ice with it or they don't want ice with it. So I said, okay, bet. Do you want ice or no ice? And then maybe I was asking too many questions, but I'm just trying to provide good customer service, because, what if they didn't want ice and I filled it up with ice? Or, what if I didn't bring ice and they wanted ice, So they actually canceled the order. I guess they were just upset about the chips to begin with. And then maybe I was asking too many questions. I thought we were working out a plan here because they wanted the sweet tea. So, but they ended up canceling the order. So, obviously the lady behind the counter was like, well, I guess you just scooped up a free meal. And she threw some cookies in there. So I had cookies, a sub, and a drink. Cool. Hey, it works for me. So I went over to Einstein, picked up that order, right? Now, the reason why I say this order is weird is because look at the order, right? The whole order for both. And I don't know the breakdown, but it's $9. Okay. So I got $1.50 for the canceled Subway order. Okay. I didn't get a screenshot of it, but I got $1.50 for it. And as you can see on the next screen, I got $8 for the Einstein. So $8 and $1.50 would be $9.50, but the total order was $9. So it actually worked out because I only had to deliver one order. I got free food and I got 50 cents more than originally quoted. It's weird how that worked, how that happened. But I'm like, okay, well, clearly you can see here, I got $8 for that Einstein order, and I didn't take a screenshot. but I did get $1.50. I can actually go back and screenshot it, but I did get $1.50 for that Subway order, so that's $9.50. It's crazy, but hey, works for me, right? So there's $8 for that. Then I got a Starbucks order, $4, 1.2 miles. I took it, pretty quick delivery. So $12 sitting at 55 minutes. It's kind of a slow start, right? Because we're approaching an hour, only $12 in. It's all good. I know it's going to pick up. And then I get this stacked order. I declined it, as you can see. Big declined. $10.50 for 8.2 miles. I just don't want to drive the 8.2 miles. And then on top of it, it's a 4-item shop at Ulta Beauty and then a Bubba 33 pickup. I'm like, nah, I'm good. So quick decline. And then I'm good because then I get this McDonald's order, $9.25 plus for 2 miles. I can beat that. $7.25 in tips for 2 miles. We're taking them all day. So I grabbed that order, dropped it off. There you go, $21.25 for an hour and 25 minutes. Okay. And this seems to be the theme. Like, they give me a good order, and then they give me one on decline. And then they give me a good order, and then they give me one on decline. It's like, now you guys are slowly bringing my AR down. Like, I built it up, and I have a little bit of wiggle room, but now you're just bringing it down with these in-between BS offers. So, upside down, 9.2 miles for $7.50, and it's a double pickup, and it's only a $2 tip, which means only one of these customers most likely tipped. So it's Modern Market and Taco Bell, and I'm assuming Modern Market's the one that tipped the $2. Taco Bell didn't tip at all, but I don't care. I declined it. I'm like, yeah, it's upside down, and it's a stacked. No, I'm good. But see, then I decline that, and then I get a better order. See, again, this has been the theme the whole entire night, or the whole entire day, including the night as well. So this one's $13.17 for 5.8, and it's a stacked order, but it's both from Chipotle. It's weird how one says Chipotle and one that says Chipotle Mexican Grill. Like, and it's exact. The address is the same Chipotle's, but it's labeled differently. It's weird. I don't know if that's like an online order compared to like the DoorDash platform or something. I'm not sure, but either way, $13.17, 5.8, $10.17 in tips. Oh yeah, all day. Got that dropped off quickly. So now we're sitting at $34.42 for 2 hours. Okay. And then I get another Chipotle, $8 plus, $6 in tips, 2.5 miles. Another solid offer. So pick that up. Got that at $12.27. Right there, $12.51. Had it dropped off. Now I'm sitting at $42.42 for 2.5 hours. So it's getting better. Then I get this order right here, a stacked order, $12.50 for 4.9 miles. I did take this because Sprouts, you see it says 4 items, 16 units. It's literally all those little immunity booster shots. Like the little shot bottles, they look like little, of like immunity boosters, like cherry and stuff like that. So it was really easy to find. And it's just 16 of them, little tiny ones. So I had that shopped in probably like 2 minutes. And then right in the same plaza is Cheba Hut. So you can see I took that order at $12.52. I had dropped off at $1.37. So it took about 40 minutes to, do the shop, pick up from Cheba Hut, and drop off both orders. So now I'm sitting at $55.17 for under 3.5 hours. Okay. And then I get this one. And I figured this was actually be a good order because it's heading back. Anybody that's been watching my videos knows I always say that I live close to the airport, and see from the map, the house is close to the airport. So I thought this would be a perfect, I was thinking about kind of going back home for like an hour or so anyways. So $18.50 for 15 miles. No, the mile seems like it's a lot, but that's just how far I live from my zone. I don't put it this way. I don't dash in the zone that I live in because it's a crap zone. I literally have to travel, 10 minutes north of where I live to dash because that's a way better zone. If I was to dash in my zone, I'd probably make $50 all day, even on a weekend. It's horrible. There's no tips, low orders, upside down orders. It's bad. So yeah, I have to go up north. So it's 15 miles, but it's heading back to my house. So I did take this. It was 6-item shop at Safe. Real easy stuff to find. And then Rock and Roll Hibachi. So picked both those up, dropped it off. It was only one off. And then I went. So 138 is when I got the order. 2:38, which is an hour. But if you look at it, it says the estimated time was an hour and 2 minutes. So I was right on the button. So then I ended this portion of the dash, $73.67 for a little over 4 hours. Okay. Then I went home. This was at 2:38, and then the next order came in about 4 o'clock. So I went home for a little while. Now I forgot to take the screenshot. I know you see the plus on here. So this right here was at 4:13. This was an add-on. I forgot to take the screenshot. Originally, what happened was I got a stacked order for Target and Noodles and Company. Now I'm against both shopping and food delivery stacked orders because, especially unless you're dropping the food off before you shop, that's different. I just don't like shopping while I got some food in my car. Especially like we're like 2 weeks or 10 days removed from Christmas. 10 days before Christmas. These stores are going to they're going to have long lines. Let's face it. And to have somebody's food sitting in my car, so I took the stacked order, but my theory was, okay, let me take it. If I go into Target and it's crazy busy, I'll drop the Target order and just deliver those. And that's what happened because I picked up Noodles and Company, got that, went to Target right down the street. And then as soon as I walked in there, I looked at the checkout lines, and it's at least 15 single line, including self-checkout. Self-checkout was probably like 30 deep. So I was like, yeah, not happening. So before I could decline, decline the Target order, unassign it. Before I can unassign the Target order, they give me this add-on. I'm like, no, I'm not staying to finish this order, so I'm not add-on. And the thing is this add-on is horrible. Even if there was nobody in line, I would not get add-on. 50 for almost 7 miles. I dropped. The good thing is I got a worry free, so I didn't even have to worry about it if my ratings ever game, even though I was only in a few minutes. So I dropped that off, and there you'll see here what's going on with my phone. Okay, 50 for the noodles. That's what I got for the Noodles and Company order with 50. Then I get this order. I decline this order. $19.50 going 16 miles. Arnhem tie. Nope, not taking that. Then I get a Red Robin order. Much better. $10.65 for 7.2 miles. So a little bit higher on the miles, but it's still not upside down. And it's an easy route, quick. I was able to drop that off. As you can see, there's a $19.15 for both Noodle and Company order and the Red Robin. So $19.50 for the first hour. Not too bad. Then I got this beautiful order, 12.7 plus for 9 miles, Noodles and Company. Obviously, we taken those. So took it, dropped off. We're at $31.85 for an hour and a half. Looks like my wife is ready, so I'm going to have to hurry this video up. And then I declined this. I've never took a Cinemark order. I don't know if I'd be picking up the movie theaters. I don't know if I'm picking up popcorn or whatever, but still it's 13.7 miles, $16.75, and I go to Taco Bell, which I absolutely hate. So that was an easy decline. And then get 5 guys for $13 plus, $10 in tips, 4.4 miles. And again, decline, accept. It's like literally been like long, just like that. And then while I was at Five Guys, I got this add-on for $7.50 for 1.3. So now we're talking over $20 for both of those orders. So yeah, we're taking those. That's $39.35. I dropped off the first order from Five Guys, and then $52.35 from Five Guys. $50 for 2.5 hours. Decline this because $16.25, only $2 tips going 9 miles. Yeah, I'm not doing that. So that was an easy decline. And then 19 Sprouts, and then 3 items Safeway shop, definitely doing that. And then this order much better from Noodles, $14.50 for 4.3 miles, 2 orders. But still, even though it's 2 orders, it's only 4.3 miles. So pick that up. And then, as you can see, there goes to $6.85 for the 3 hours, a little over 3. And then this is the last order I took. It was 7:30. Going back to my house again. So beautiful way to end the night. $17.55 for L&L Hawaiian for 8 miles. 2 costs, but they're pretty close to each other. And there you go. There was $84.40 out of the 4 hours. And that's where I ended it. So $84.40 for 4 hours. So little over $20 an hour. So altogether, I made $158.07, 8.5 hours work. So $18.59 an hour, guys. So overall, definitely a solid day. I mean, there was more declines than I wanted to. It dropped me from 75 to 72. So not bad. I mean, only 3%. I declined like 7 orders. So today I be going and doing this clean real quick. My wife's gonna help me out, and then later on I will probably get on and do some DoorDash, maybe the dinner rush like 4 o'clock, and then I'll look. I know how well I do, but yeah, I mean 158 for a Sunday for 8 hours worked, a little over 8 hours worked, so not too bad overall. Good solid day, but hope you guys are out there killing it. Hope you're getting your money, and till the next time, later guys.